Hi, it's Adam with Small Town Machine Shop, and this is another shop machinery video. This is my Kent vertical milling machine. As you can see, it's very similar to a Bridgeport. It's a 1989, I believe, Taiwanese. It was actually sold under 5 or 6 different names. They just changed that plaque right there, and that's all they had to do. So let's go over some of the features of it. It's got a veritable speed, 2 horsepower head. Here's the high-low. Here's the adjustment for that. There's your quill feed. Here's the auto quill. Needs to be repaired on it still. Table's okay on it. There's see if you can see it here. Yep, right there. Someone got into her with an end mill, and from that larger ring, probably a fly cutter. It's about 22 thou deep along it. I have no problem clamping my vise over it and just working, kind of spanning it. Don't know what I'm going to end up doing with it. I'd like to fix it and get it all flat. We'll just see what happens when we go through this machine. When I bought it, obviously, the dial is missing, and that handle is not original. Let me crank this over. It's got a little debris on it. I had to make a new screw for the table. It was just missing when I went to buy it. And so I talked to the owner, and I was like, so why is the screw missing? And he's like, I don't know. I don't remember why we took it out. So thankfully the nut and everything was still in there, so I turned a new Acme thread on the lathe and have that kind of rigged up for now. It works. When I have to do precision movements that way, I just use dial indicators. All the locks work. The knee raises up nice and smooth. It's got a power feed for the longitudinal axis. This is the controller for it. Forward, reverse, and these are just jogs. You can jog it forward, jog it in reverse, and this is just constant one way or the other. Let me bring you around over here. Show you another little interesting part. When I bought this machine, it was next to a pillar in their pull building. And they were essentially using it as a junction box for like 6 other machines were run off of it. I guess they just figured this was a good mounting point. So this stuff's all bypassed. I still need to remove it. But they had a 110 circuit coming into it, and it was feeding a couple grinders and a parts washer, and there was a hose reel above it. And then through that fuse where the 3-phase came in, I removed this. There's actually a custom-made cover that had 3-phase plug-ins off of it. And there was a surface grinder, another mill, and a lathe ran through this machine. So they just mounted all of that to this. This is the relays for the forward and reverse for the spindle. So obviously we'll be removing all of that. It's all bypassed anyway, or not bypassed, but removed. But this, you never know what you'll find in some of these people's shop. Now this machine is cosmetically, you can see it's rough, but it is a tight machine. Zero problems with it. Cutting parts, even taking big heavy cuts. Dovetail's nice on it. All these gauges, or That's not real good, but there's more accurate ways, of course, to set the head. And it's missing a few bolts here and there. My goal was, when I got it, is I had to get it functional. So that is what I did. This will probably be the next thing we do. I was thinking about doing the big Cincinnati, but I want this machine 100% ready before that one, because honestly, this machine gets more use. So yeah, this was another, when I went to go, it was advertised for quite a while, and I'm guessing that missing screw there really threw off a lot of the buyers. So I picked this up very, very cheaply. I think all said and done, I traded him a old dividing head I had. I think I gave up $400 cash for it. And it was running when I got it. There is a noise from the movable pulley in there for the variable speed. It's going to need all new bearings in there. And of course, a lot of these parts will match with Bridgeports. So I'm hoping I can get a lot of the parts, especially for the quill feed. Hopefully I can just buy those and don't have to make a whole bunch of things. Really odd. You see where these holes are? For some reason, maybe for a dividing head, there was a bracket and there was like 6, it was stuck out about a foot, and there were 6 lathe chuck keys in it. And it's just those little things like that. I guess you're making the best use of the space you got. So okay, so there is the Kent vertical milling machine. Thanks for watching. This is Adam with Small Town Machine Shop, and please comment, like, and subscribe.